EU ministers have agreed a mandate for the next phase of Brexit negotiations with the UK. EU Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier can start talks with London on the transition immediately.
The whole EU acquis will continue to apply to the UK. This will include new EU rules entering into force during this period. For one simple reason. During transition, the UK will continue to take part in the single market, to take part to the customs union and to all union policies.
Brussels is open in principle to extending Britain's transition period, but there are still outstanding concerns.
I'm still very concerned about the situation and the rights of citizens, and I think national governments should take their responsibility and settle that matter right now. And as far as I'm concerned, there will not be consent by this Parliament for the Brexit deal unless the situation of citizens has been resolved.
These farmers have a beef with Brussels. They're angry that the EU is relaunching its free trade agreement with South America's Mercosur and have taken their protest right to the heart of the European capital. A meeting's planned between the EU's trade commissioner and ministers. The fear is import quotas will threaten European meat production. This is death for the European sector, he says, given that the cost of production is already much too high compared to the selling price. Additional meat imports to the European market will only make the problem worse. The products don't meet all European production standards. There are no guarantees on traceability. They use soybeans intensively. It also contains glyphosate residues.
En sachant qu'il contient des résidus de glyphosate, on n'en parlera pas plus.
Brexit could also play a part. A hard Brexit with steep trade tariffs could make it more difficult to sell meat products abroad.
We will likely see a negative hit on beef prices to the level of 16%, which will cost €5 billion to the European farmer.
EU agriculture ministers are also discussing the Common Agricultural Policy, one of the most famous but most contested EU policies. The current regulations expire in December 2020. Some member states want to bring its management back to national level.